Okay, so you want to know how we do it? I'll show you. I'm not going to tell you. I will show you. I will give you a play, and if you play this and do everything that I say, you will make money. And I'll tell you why it works, and I'll show you the play and how I even found the play, because I've been trying to say the whole time, this is not bullshit. It's for real. So just hear me out for a second. Haters and lovers alike, just hear me out. Money is money, right? Let's put our emotions aside for a second. So how do we do it? Let's go look at the play that I'm going to go ahead and give to everybody. LNG. Now, what the company is, what it does, it doesn't matter, because right now it's not about that. It's about the trapped liquidity in the repo market, the lack of liquidity, all the liquidity planning in the options market. There's no after hours occurring anywhere in the market other than retail. There's a reason for all of this occurring, and it's due to the liquidity crisis, framed liquidity crisis, that's in reality a collateral crisis. So anyways, the play we're talking about is LNG, and I'm going to use CCTEE's channel again for a example. And by the way, every member is getting their own channel, by the way, and I will be setting this up this weekend. So how do I select LNG? Well, if I want to know the price, start with the fib. Fib, LNG. You have several different metrics you can use, so we can clearly see that right now the fib is at 129.25. All I'm looking at is the target, and that it's near the 1 year high. Now, what I want to do is call upon the chart to see if the logic applies to this particular play, which the logic would be a gap up and a broken RSI to the upside, broken being over that $70 mark or overbought. So to do this, straight from Discord, C daily LNG, wait, hold on, C LNG daily MACD RSI. So I obviously want to include the MACD and the RSI in the chart, and once I type that in, it's going to call the chart down, and we're going to see clearly there is a gap up, and there is a clear RSI over the $70 mark or 70-point mark, meaning it is overbought, meaning it's likely to come down. If you also wanted to check short interest, you could put our short volume. Short int, the command is backwards to the reality, which is confusing, but short int shows short volume, so short int LNG. We can clearly see that the short ratio is very low, which is what we would expect if we would expect the stock to come down. So the opposite would be true of the AMC GME. We see high short volume every day because they're shorting it a lot. They're not here. They plan to do that later. So now, what do? We look at the open interest for LNG by doing !OI LNG. This pulls up the open interest. So now what we can do, visualize the entire options chain without ever opening anything else other than Discord. And we have 25,365 open interest on March 18th because that is the first quad witching of the year. Every third quad witching, you're supposed to see volatility. We have not seen that the last 2 times. I highly anticipate a very volatile quad witching this time, part and due to the fact that Archegos collapsed last year on March 26th, the same day that Goldman and Morgan Stanley spun off ADRs illegally to avoid margin call. And it's also the time that the repo's planning on being unwound. So again, the repo is trapped volatility, and if that's planning to come out, it's all about at what speed it happens, which will determine what's going to go on. But if you look across the board, OI is extraordinarily higher than the rest of the year across the options market. So anyways, the reason why we call upon the OI is to visualize the OI, right? Without looking or paying attention to much else, we're just going to start calling max pain now. !MP space LNG 2022-03118. You can check all of them if you want, but we're just going to leave it here because we can already see that the max pain for LNG for the 18th is $105. The current price, hit the fib again, is $129. That is a very nice spread. If you buy in the money, and the only thing you have to look at in your brokerage app, which I recommend doing anyway to verify the information, is the implied volatility. So we can clearly see if you purchase an in-the-money put for this stock on Monday at a good time, you may even want to go a little bit higher up, but the price is, it's a good price difference. But if you go in the money right here on Monday and you time your buy correctly and you try to aim it for the high of the day, you will make money on this play by March 18th. Don't say I never gave you nothing. This is just me trying to show you it's all for real. Good luck.